The California sea otter is a furry, warm-blooded, air-breathing marine mammal, the largest member of the weasel family. It makes its living along the chilly Pacific coast of North America, among the golden brown beds of kelp, where it feeds, mates, and cares for its young. Sea otters grow to nearly 90 pounds in weight, about the size of a German shepherd, and must consume a third of their body weight daily. They eat crabs, squid, starfish, urchins, clams, mussels, and abalone. The sea otter is the only mammal besides primates known to use tools. Shellfish are broken loose with rocks that otters find along the sea floor. Lying on its back, the otter places the rock on its chest and pounds the shellfish open. The otter then dines, using its chest as a table. Kelp is home for the sea otters. Submarine forests of this giant seaweed follow the contour of the shore up and down the central California coastline. Kelp is a giant brown sea plant that grows upward from the shallow rocky ocean floor to the surface, sometimes measuring over 100 feet in length. Kelp forests are also home to many other animals, including curious harbor seals. Pacific harbor seals are found along the California coast from the Gulf of Alaska south to the Baja, Mexico peninsula. Sea otters share their environment with these 6-foot-long seals, who also use the area to forage and give birth to their young, which, unlike the sea otter pups, are born on land. Sea otters and harbor seals live in peaceful coexistence. Sea otters lack the blubber that keeps other marine mammals warm. They are protected from the cold by an insulating blanket of air within their dense fur, the thickest in nature. Nearly 1 million individual hairs are found in every square inch. Sea otters must constantly groom their fur to maintain its waterproof quality, and they can twist round in their loose-fitting skin in order to get at parts of the body which are hard to reach. Kelp benefits the sea otter. It protects the young, provides a bed, and is an ideal place to find food. The otter, in turn, helps the kelp by eating sea urchins, which consume large amounts of kelp. Sea otters can be found alone or in rafts of 30 or more animals. They can live up to 40 years and seldom venture onto land. During the 18th and 19th centuries, almost 1 million of these enchanting animals were killed for their soft fur. Less than 50 years ago, only about 100 sea otters remained off the coast of California. Today, that number has risen to nearly 2,000. Encouraging as this may be, the original sea otter population in California waters exceeded 250,000 animals. The sea otter's environment is filled with spectacular and diverse life forms.
How are you? Good evening. Welcome. My name is Casey. This is Night Champion Vintage, episode 14. Do hope you're doing well this evening. Hope you are warm, if that's what you're into. Pardon me. I am sitting here in about 14 degrees on our way to, I think, 9 tomorrow morning. So, could be worse. We got a little bit of snow here, but nothing too terrible, especially compared to what some other folks are going through. Tonight, we're going to play some games. Going to play retro games because that's what we do every Thursday at 10 Central. Do reach out and say hello. Big fan of Blue Sky. I like Blue Sky a lot. So swing by Blue Sky, say hello, do follow. Follow here on Twitch. That would be great. We'd love that. Again, we're here every Thursday at 10 o'clock Central. There is a YouTube page that goes along with the channel as well. It has not been updated in a couple of weeks. I am going to get on that, I promise. We missed last week. I'd pretty well said, I knew that at some point, I did 13 weeks straight, and I knew at some point something was going to happen. There was going to be a miss in that streak somewhere, but I kind of had it in my head that the first time I didn't show up on a Thursday, it was going to need to be because like it was necessary. It wasn't just like going to be taking one off or whatever. And last week, I felt like I've never been bitten by a Sumatran devil monkey, but I would imagine that the ensuing sickness pretty similar. But we're doing good now. Everything's fine. We're hanging in there. Do hope you're doing well too. Let's see here. I was having earlier some issues with regard to getting my emulator up and running, get everything going and happening here. So do forgive me if I seem like I'm kind of trailing off a little bit here, because I am. I straight up am. Let's see if that's going to work and pop up here. All right. So tonight, again, still on the emulation train. At this point, just assume we're emulating unless I say something about cartridges, okay? Tonight, we are going back to, I think, 1991. Who wants to play some Toki? Hopefully you do. I mean, I do. Hopefully you do, too. That's the name of the game tonight. We're going to be playing some Toki. Kind of a deep pull. Do excuse me. Again, I'm just getting over an illness. If you see me sniffing and rubbing my nose and stuff, don't. I'm just getting over an illness, okay? All right, so Toki. What do we know about Toki before we get into it? First off, again, another game we played where the music is phenomenal. I'm trying to get my audio levels worked out as we go here. If that is not right, please feel free to jump into the chat. By the way, hello. If you're already here this evening, good evening. All right, so what do we know about Toki? Let's talk about it. So Toki, run-and-gun platform game, as you can already tell there, I'm sure, from the loading screens and whatnot. It was released in arcades in Japan in 1989 by the T8E Corporation. Came over to North America thanks to FabTech. It was designed by Akira Sakuma. Tongue-in-cheek humor, they build it as, with a lot of action going on. Now, the player controls Toki. You are an enchanted ape, and you battle hordes of monsters with energy balls from your mouth. Because why wouldn't you? The ultimate goal is to destroy the evil wizard who cast a spell on the title protagonist, again, Toki, thereby transforming him from an ape back into a human, rescuing the kidnapped princess. What is this going to look like? Alright, so we got a few different levels. Every level has a mini-boss at the end. He's slow, because he's an ape, Toki, but another thing to remember is that almost any attack can kill him. So, I mean, he gets touched once, I think it is. He's going to die, like, every time. There are, I believe there's a lot of use of checkpoints in the game, so if you get killed, it's like you go back to, like, 1-1 every time, because we don't need that. Let's see. He can spit powerful shots. It'll help him defeat enemies and obstacles to try to slow him down in his mission. Timer for each stage. You can get power-ups for your spit, because I don't know why you wouldn't. Lucky Rabbit's feet. You can get clocks, which will give you more time, because again, there's a timer. Fruit, keys. You get a football helmet. Good times, good times. All right, let's jump in. Let's play some games. What do you say? Let's play some Toki. One player. That's me. Again, if I need to bring anything up or down audio-wise, please feel free to holler at me in the chat. Labyrinth of Caves. The evil hand of Bashtar has seized lovely Miho. Her beloved, the mighty Toki, has also been dealt a wicked blow. Now reduced to a lowly ape, Toki must risk a perilous journey to free Miho and regain his manhood. Okay. There's jumping, spitting. There you go. One of the best things about the old games, you got 2 buttons. Love them. Oh, goodness me. So yeah, you're just gonna spit and dodge and jump and spit. Alright, and just, yeah, unlimited loogies here from my main man, Toki. I got a football helmet. Alright. I wonder, is there anything... Oh, alright, I think our football helmet is about to wrap up. Boop. Oh, did I get hit? Yep. Oh! Okay, I can withstand 2 hits. Alright, so we're going to spit our way through the fisting machine. Oh, I thought this out. I mean, look, I'm not here to judge. I just don't think I thought this out. It's alright, though. Get it, Toki. Get it, Toki. As soon as I move, it's just gonna... I don't know what I did. Oh. Okay, so now I'm spitting fire. Guess Toki got bars. I'm spitting fire. Alright. But as mentioned, we don't go all the way back to the beginning. I don't think we go back to the beginning. Okay. Nope. We do, however, lose the super cool fire spit. See? Mainly what I'm hoping for is, you remember the last time we got together we played Panic Restaurant, and I loved it. It's a great game, but it was stressful. I'm just kind of hoping tonight could just be, you know, just hanging out playing a little Toki. I'm just gonna let that go. Thank you. Please fly directly into my monkey spit. Nope. No. Okay. And again, if you are just joining us, appreciate you being here every Thursday, 10 Central. That's where you're going to find us. Doing something similar, although I don't really know what would be similar to Toki. But similar in the hanging out and playing old games part. Appreciate you being here, whether you're watching live or, as most folks seem to do, going back and watching this on the Twitch channel. Which again, appreciate you. From all of me here at Night Champion Vintage, thank you very much. That's not true. I shouldn't say that. My wife did the logo. We're a family affair. Oh! No! Oh. Uh-oh. Press the A or B button and challenge your own ability. Otherwise, you'll shout. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep going. I don't want to not play Toki. Alright. Labyrinth of Caves, the evil hand of manhood. Alright. So where's the jerk from before? Nope. I'm just going to leave it, because we ain't trying 100% nothing this evening either. Which is good, because we just use 100% of our lives. It's alright. So, I'm under the impression that Toki is one of those games. Oh! What? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to do. Okay. Was that my boss battle? Did I just get... Did everybody else see that? It got weird, man. I think it got weird. Oh. So I feel like this is one of those games where if you have heard of it and played it, you absolutely love it. Because, like, there's not as much on this as there would be on a lot of other games, whatever I'm trying to say. But anything you find, anybody who's played this and reads it, reviews it, whatever, just seems to love this game. And I get it. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Did I just beat the first level? I don't know. Ooh. I know I got some goodies. Stage clear. Alright. Good on us. Good on us. Lake Neptune. Having safely traveled the labyrinth of caves and escaped the jaws at the gate of Mordor, Toki sets out across the shark-infested waters of Lake Neptune, but beware the eyes of a Rambasha. Still sounds way less creepy than the Lake Minnetonka. You have to purify yourself in the healing waters of Lake Neptune. I'm just going up. Where do these stairs go? They go up. Did you see any of the SNL stuff? I mean, and this seems to be one of the going favorites, but Eddie Murphy doing Tracy Morgan in front of Tracy Morgan. And the whole never do anything halfway with the dreads. I mean, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. The concert that they did. Did you see that? Cher. Bringing it. Personally, B-52s. One of my favorite bands ever. I love the B-52s. They were great. Devo was just killer, I thought, but that's been the case for 40-some years now, I guess. Ah! Hey, Casey. Just up to my Devo. Play the game. Because any game where you can't just talk about Devo while you're playing it, it's a game not worth playing. Hey, I'm Casey. This is Night Champion Vintage. Oh man, again, do forgive me. I'm feeling so much better, but I've got that... If I say I've just been really sick and I've got all that residual thing going on, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, because that's where I'm at. This is so, like, simple, but it's so much fun. Oh, God. In any game, in nearly any situation, I don't like the swimming level. If you go to Blue Sky, you will see my my banner, my header, whatever we call it on Blue Sky, is pretty much the ultimate stay away sign if you're a middle-aged gamer. A depiction of what might be the hardest moment, most unpleasant moment in gaming history. I don't know. Go to Blue Sky, you'll see the address is there in front of you. Alright, we are playing Toki this evening. We are swimming. Because apparently... Oh, no, 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 like Neptune. Don't be so stupid like Neptune. Oh, homie got a shield. Homie got a shield. Do I have to, like... Is shooting those balls doing anything? Totally. I wonder... Can I get around behind? I really didn't want to try that, but... Oh! Did we just clear level 2? Yeah, and I'm literally just firing and firing and firing because I'm so scared of an enemy flickering into view that I can't see. Because I feel like that was the boss battle, but the level hasn't ended. What is this crap? No. No! One boss per thing. Toki, you're stupid. I'm sorry, Toki, that wasn't nice. I didn't mean to take it out on you, Toki. I was trying to, and so you were there, you saw it, you saw what happened. Okay. So, I don't really know of any, I mean, that's how we beat Neptune a minute ago. Oh! Okay. Let's get over here and try to duplicate some of that. Ah! Is the eye, the flickering of the eye changing the color of the eye, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Oh! Oh! Alright, that's 2. I didn't happen to check, is it 6? Is that how much we got? How many we have? The Cavern of Fire, made bold by his recent conquest, Toki enters the blazing heart of the Cavern of Fire in search for Miho. Here he will face a deadly test against Mogulvor, the beastly guardian of this underground inferno. I don't want to meet Mogulvor? Mugglewarts? That's a school, right? Mugglewarts? No? We're going riding on a Toki elevator with Toki while we're playing some Toki. A key. But that means there's a lock. But of course it's not a lock that there's a lock. Mm, 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 mm. Am I up to... I'm up to 3 hearts. Oh, you know what? I think that's what the coins are doing. Yeah. Hmm. Let's just jump into everything in the corner all at once. Let's do that. Let's do exactly that. I'm not proud. I'm really not. But if you've spent any of these 14 weeks with me, you know I'm not a proud man. That's a little more like it. God, it's like they don't even want me to get through the level. Jerks. Stupid jerks. Mythical creature jerks. I know there's a way to jump up there or not. And I ain't looking. Yeah, let's just keep going down here. No one told me that there was Toki lava. I didn't know. Cavern of Fire, made bold. Ah. So I need to catch it. Oh. No, we're not happy. It's alright. There you go. Walk, don't run. It's gonna be a thing. I don't like it. I don't want it to be. Oh man. Oh god. I was literally thinking about something else for a second. I got ahead. I was looking at the net. Does not matter. I have to say, good lord. I don't know, these little green dudes are just flying at me, and then something about the old gods and the new, I don't know. Oh. Yep. That tracks. That tracks. I probably deserve that. So, hey, we're playing Toki tonight. You're on Night Champion Vintage. My name is Casey. So let's talk a little bit about what it is that we're doing here. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just reading about the game because I can't remember now what we talked about. Yeah, so basically, you're like a Tarzan kind of guy named Toki, and you're in the South Seas. Miho was kidnapped. She's a princess of your tribe. You got to go fight a witch doctor, Vuki Medlo, to get her back. You got to go. You got to go fight Ricky Medlock to get her back. There is a shaman that has cast a spell, a wicked shaman that's cast a spell to turn all the human inhabitants of the islands into various animals and beasts. Hence, this Tarzan-looking dude, he's Toki now. Toki is a Gishurgam, one of the ape-like minions of Vukimedlo. Although in his primate form, he looks like a gorilla. Fortunately, even though he looks like a gorilla, he can still control his faculties and all that stuff. And he can breathe fire and shoot forth various projectiles from his mouth, as you do when you're a gorilla. He's got to go and fight Vukimedlu. He's got to rescue the princess. But you got to go through, and well, you've kind of seen what all the levels and stuff look like by now. So, it did really well. I mean, it was a popular game. Like I said, it's one that a lot of people don't seem to know about, but once they kind of get into Toki and check it out, people seem to really like it. I can kind of see that. Let's go back here and let's play some more. Let's start over. High score is 7150. Okay. I say that like I've given myself a goal. I have not. Historically, every time I say something along the lines of, we're going to go on a run, it never goes my way. Okay, so we do start with 2 hearts. Alright. Even more so than Panic Restaurant, this could be the game that we have streamed that I am the least familiar with in terms of playing the game before the stream. I love that. That's such a cool little... It's very, is it Atari Circus? Or just Circus for the Atari, maybe? Where you just had the dudes on the teeter-totter? Doing teeter-totter stuff, like dudes. Where are you? Let's just wait. Okay, so the eyes are going to flicker, it looks like, before they spray. Let's file that away. And later on, when I clearly forget about it, remind me that I shouldn't have fallen for it. Oh, Toki! Toki. Let's try and get away. Oh god, is this going to be one of those where the first run goes really, really well, and then I just proceed to be horrible for about an hour and a half? I mean, whatever. I know how to handle that. I made 14 episodes of that, just about. In keeping with tradition, as always, I'm doing the stream from the corner of my den. On the other end of my makeshift studio here, there is a television. On that television right now, I've got some Always Sunny playing, because it is never a bad idea. Specifically, as I'm looking up, it looks like we just got to the gang wrestles for the troops. Classy Freddy Blassie. Love that dude. Yeah, pants on that geek. Freddy Blassie blinded John Tolos with Monsel's powder. in California in the 1960s. I think that was right. Was it Jim Londos? Yeah, it was Jim Londos. They say, all things being equal, Jim Londos. Biggest draw ever. We're all over the place tonight, kids. Alright, well. Labyrinth of... Oh god, we're just... Alright. I can accept that this could be a bad run, but no, there is no need to do fairly well, I think, on the first run, and then completely poop it up this bad on the second, so... Yeah, I said poop it up. I work blue. What you gonna do about it? Ah! Con. Oh, I think I just figured that out. Nope, never mind. I'm sure there is an exceptionally simple way to get to that, but I'm just trying to get back to where I was. And again, aren't we all? All right. You know, for a game that's very obviously of a specific time, actually looks pretty cool. Sounds great. Again, you notice I tend to comment on the music a lot, just because old video game music, man, it's different. Nope. That's just so much fun. I'm literally just sitting here listening to the music. I mean, this is a game where a gorilla's wearing a football helmet and swimming around spitting energy balls at people, right? I mean, you're seeing this. This came out in 1991. You wanna know why Generation X came out so weird? Because in our spare time we were playing video games in which monkeys in football helmets would swim around spitting energy balls out of their mouths at fish. Also Ren and Stimpy. That didn't do us any favors either. Fantastic show, love it to this day, but Get a Life, the Chris Elliott Show. Much like the Kids in the Hall and Ren and Stimpy, honestly. I don't know what I would find funny if there had never been a Chris Elliott. It's also the reason why at 13, 14 years old, I could tell you all about how great Brian Doyle Murray was. And Bob Elliott didn't have a lot of friends. Ugh. It's alright. Because what are we doing? Playing old games and talking about it just like we do every Thursday at 10 Central. My name is Casey. Should you be just popping in? Appreciate you being here. You quit running my yapper. So I at least want to get back to level 3. I feel like if you can't grow, maintain. Is that good life advice? I don't know. I'm not the one to ask. A little too much needle threading for my taste there. Oh, that's right. This is not the end. Crap. Sorry. The gang is wrestling for the troops, and Frank has just shown up as the trash man. Is Danny DeVito kind of in the Betty White spot? Like, since we lost Betty White. Is it Danny DeVito now? Like, is he kind of like our favorite, like, America's geriatric sweetheart? You know what I'm saying? Harry Dean Stanton's dead. Can't be him. Willie Nelson. It could be Willie Nelson. It could be Willie Nelson. If this were an enterprise deserving of merch, I believe I would have a t-shirt. So it could be Willie Nelson. Night Champion Vintage. It could be Willie Nelson. You know, I don't genuinely love many people that I've never met. Willie Nelson? Yeah. Love Willie. Man, y'all just want to blow this off and listen to Stardust? Eh. Okay. Back to stage 3. Cavern of Fire. Yep, I remember all too well the Cavern of Fire. Get back. A lot of needle threading. I do not like having to thread needles. Mm-mm. Is this about where we bid it last time? I think it is. Probably because of the insane amount of needle threading I'm having to do. Which, if I haven't made it clear, I don't care for it. Needle threading, swimming. I don't like pickles. That's not a metaphor. I just don't enjoy pickles. The food, I don't like it. Oh, you bastard! Oh. Come on. You thread that? Are you gonna... Man, why won't you just die? Was that, Search for Spock? Voyage Home? Search for Spock. Search for Spock, because Voyage Home was the whales. Search for Spock is the one where they were looking for Spock. Klingon bastards, they killed my son. Klingon bastards killed my son. It's a really bad Shatner, but that's what you get. That's what you get. You're Night Champion Vintage. Oh, this is where... Oh! It happened last time. That was humbling. That was I literally got to the rope and had a bad swing on it and died like 6 feet further down than the first attempt. That's alright though. My name is Casey, Night Champion Vintage if you nasty. Every Thursday at 10 Central, we get together. Between now and then, you can always reach out on the Gmail, reach out on the Blue Sky, do say hello. This is pretty much what we do. We just get together and hang out and play some old video games and usually wind up rambling on about other stuff. I have a vague memory of talking about Monsol's powder a second ago. In case you're just joining us, you missed that. You missed it. All right. Let's do, if I do one more, and then take a little break, and then we'll probably just stick with Toki tonight. I don't know. Okay. One player. Let's do it. Labyrinth of Caves. There's a cave in Labyrinth. Gotcha. Okay. Boom, bum, bum, bum. There's an old Stallone movie called Fist. It's pretty good. About the Federation of Interstate Truckers. It's no Nighthawks, but what is, man? Well, Nighthawks, obviously. Now here I go, talking about obscure Stallone movies, and a monkey dies. If I had a nickel... I don't know that I'm a Stallone guy like I was when I was a kid. For a variety of reasons. I still, though, to this day, the movie Oscar, I love that movie. I love Oscar. And a lot of people don't, and I get it. That's fine. You know. But it's just, it's so much fun. And you know, Tim Curry would always kind of chew a little scenery, but like, when you have a role that was written, or it was cast to get Tim Curry to chew scenery, oh. Dr. was it Thornton Poole? I just realized something. We have talked about Oscar before. The Monopoly show, right after Christmas. Because that was the night I kept going, that's some money. And I just realized that there's a lot of Oscar content on this retro game stream. I mean, if I have to be your preeminent retro video game source for Oscar news, I mean, we can do it. Not Rhinestone, though. Hell no. I did see Rhinestone in the theater. I was a kid. Stay out of my bedroom, baby, if you can't take the heat. I didn't forget people were watching and start singing one of Stallone's songs from the Rhinestone soundtrack. No. I would... No one does that. And you sing a song from Rhinestone, it gets real quiet. Excuse me. Oh, come on. No stress about it. That was not good. Not a proud man. It's a good thing. All got moves. All kinds of moves. Dance moves. Lake Neptune. Got it. Oh. Sure. I watched to do that the first time. Would have made too much sense, probably. Cannonball! Put out my fire. Man. Nope. Yeah. It can't be this simple. Oh. It can be. Oh, no, wait, but it's not, though, because this is not the... It's a fake ending. Like that one Lord of the Rings movie. Alright. 2 down. Oh. Now, Cavern of Fire. Let's say Cavern of Fire. I don't like you, and you don't like me. But I'd say we pretty well just covered that all right there, didn't we? Because I like the sound it makes. I am locked in at the moment. See? Locked in. That hurt. That hurt. Oh. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Let's do this, and this, and this, and this. You can take a little break. We have been going for about an hour. And frankly, Popeye needs his spinach. So let's take a little break here. We'll come right back. Before we do that, again, my name is Casey. This is Night Champion Vintage. Every Thursday at 10 Central. This is it. Lately been doing a lot of NES just because we recently went to emulation a while back. I've got stuff for the Super Nintendo and for the Atari 2600 too. I just like the NES emulator and the games and the library. So we've done, what's the oldest thing we've done so far? We did the Atari 2600 night a while back. And I think the earliest thing maybe would have been Space Invaders 78. Sounds right. We can go with it. And yeah, nothing more recent than, I don't know, maybe this. One of our X-Men games from like 94, 95, maybe. Anyway, regardless, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, 1996. I bet you that's it. Anyway, yeah, so hang out for a little bit. Gonna reset, gonna reboot, and then we'll be right back. And we'll play some more Toki, because that's what we're doing tonight, because this is Night Champion Vintage.
Stand by for action. Techno Police. One cop's fight against crime in an age of robot and electronic wizardry. Available for sale or rental from all leading video outlets.
Hi, I'm John McCarthy, president of Rock House Audio and Videotapes for guitar and bass. I'd like to take this chance to introduce Steve Gorenberg, one of bass guitar's best-kept secrets of the 1990s. His blazing bass techniques you're going to see throughout this whole 4 videotape series. Also, I'd like to take this chance to tell you that Steve also has an audio series available as a beginning, intermediate, and advanced series. And also, Rock House has available for you a guitar series for video and audio cassettes. Rock House, we have our motto that we're teachers trying to show you how to learn your instrument. We're not rock stars trying to show you how to play our songs. We want you to become your own musician, learn how to play your own style, and create your own style. So pick up your instruments, start playing, and get working hard. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Steve, and he's going to show you how to get some blazing bass techniques right now.
Hi, welcome to the Rock House Videos for Bass. I'm Steve Gorenberg, and I'm your bass instructor for this 4-tape series. This is tape number 1, the beginner tape, and it's for the person who's never played an instrument before. We're going to start from the very beginning basics. So if you have played bass or guitar before, be patient while we go through the basics in the first couple of lessons. It'll be a good review for you, and it'll give you a solid foundation for your playing. Now this tape is going to start off with the parts of the bass. We're going to go through learning how to hold your hands, your right hand and your left hand. Then we're going to show you how to read tablature and how to find any note at all on the bass. Later on, we're going to get into a few scales, and we're also going to show you some beginner bass lines and how to do a little bit of improvisation so that you can start playing with a band right away after you're through with this tape. Now before we start, I just want to make a few points to you. First, you have a great advantage of working with a videotape. You can stop the tape at any time to practice and exercise. You can rewind the tape, go over it as many times as you want, or pause the tape. And I really suggest strongly that you do this. You can't try to go through this whole tape in one day. If you do, you're not going to get anything out of it. Take your time. It might take you a whole week to get through one lesson. And different people learn at different speeds. So if it takes you a long time to get through this first tape, don't worry. The next couple of tapes will probably be a lot easier. Again, if you've never played an instrument before, this is going to be the hardest tape for you. Now, bass is not any easier than guitar. That's another misconception. Just because there's 4 strings and there's 6 strings on a guitar, bass is not any easier to learn how to play. Matter of fact, some people might say it's harder because the frets are wider apart, the neck is longer, the strings are thicker. They're a little bit harder on your hands. But I feel confident that anybody can learn, and I know that anybody can learn from this method. I have a lot of students who are playing out in bands now, and they're doing just great with this. So get your book and get your bass. We'll get started with lesson number 1 in just a minute. Okay, we're going to start lesson number 1 right now. Everybody turn in your books to page number 1. We're going to go over the parts of the bass. Now there's a diagram on page 1 of a bass, that's a Fender bass, with all the parts labeled. I'm going to show you the parts right now on my bass. There's 3 main sections to the bass. This whole piece right here is called the body. This piece protruding out of the body is called the neck, and this section here is called the headstock. Now let's move back over to the body. I'm going to talk about all of these different pieces that are mounted down onto the body. This piece all the way at the end is called the bridge, and this mounts the strings to the guitar on this end of the guitar. These are called pickups, and the pickups are kind of like little microphones. What they do is they pick up the vibrations from the strings and convert it into a sound. You have your input jack where you plug your cord in, and then you have these knobs here. Most standard basses that have 2 pickups will have 2 volume knobs, 1 for each pickup, and a master tone control. This is the pick plate, and this is just to protect it from scratches. Now we're going to move along the neck. These metal bars going up and down on the neck are called frets, and these dots at certain frets are called fret markers. And that's just as a reference so that you know in an instant where you are on the neck. All the way at the end, this piece here between the neck and the headstock is called the nut, and this holds the strings in place at the other end of the bass, just like the bridge does on the body. Now I'd like to talk to you about what it means when I say first fret. The whole distance from the nut to the first metal bar is all considered the first fret. Even though this first metal bar is the first fret, the whole spacing here before the fret is known as the first fret. Just like the whole spacing in here from the first metal bar to the second metal bar is known as the second fret. Moving on to the headstock, we have machine heads, and this is what you tune your bass with. You mount the strings down to this end and you turn the machine heads tighter or looser to tighten or loosen the string, which raises the string in pitch or lowers the string in pitch. Now let's go on to page number 2. We're going to go over the names of the open strings, and I'm going to have you tune your bass to me so that you can play along with the tape. This string, the thinnest string, is known as the G string or the first string. Don't confuse that. This is the first string, then the second string below it, the third string below that, and the fourth string below that. You might think that I'm speaking backwards. You're going to have to get used to this. This is regular terminology. You'll see it in guitar magazines and any guitar books that you pick up. The first string is the skinniest one, and this is known as G. Now I'm going to play this string for you, and as I do it, you should play yours and try to match the pitch by turning the machine head tighter clockwise or looser counterclockwise to match your pitch with mine. This is the first string G. Moving on to the second string, and this is called the D string. To the third string, or the A string. Finally, the fourth string, the thickest string, or the E string. Now you might have a tough time tuning this at first. Everybody has a tough time tuning when they first start out. What you can do is if you have an electronic tuner, if you tune to that, you'll be in tune with the tape because I'm tuned to an electronic tuner to A440. Also, if you don't have a tuner, you can have a friend who's been playing for a while help you out just to tune you up and show you how to do it. It'll take you a little while to get used to it, but you should train your ear to be able to hear the pitches and to be able to tune your strings higher or lower to match them up. Now I'm going to talk to you about your right hand, how to hold your right hand and how to use it. Don't worry about your left hand for now. Now you want to rest your thumb on the pickup like this, and you're going to be using your index finger and your middle finger. Your index finger is your first finger, and your middle finger is your second finger. You're going to practice alternating back and forth. First finger, second finger. First finger, second finger. First finger, second finger. Now you notice as I'm striking the string, my finger comes back against the string below it and rests on it. Kind of like a shock absorber. That's to keep your hand from flying too far off the bass. You don't want to play like this, because if you do, you have no pull and no anchor. This keeps your fingers nice and ready to just jump right up and hit the string again. And you should practice alternating like this on every string. Go up to the second string, nice and steadily and smooth. Start out slowly and build up speed gradually.
Hi. Favorite bass players? Lemmy. Lemmy. The answer is Lemmy. It's always going to be Lemmy. John Deacon. I have a tremendous amount of respect for John Deacon because he also understands. No, I have enough money. I'm good. Noel Redding. I was a big Noel Redding guy. I like him. Oh yeah, this is where we get together and play retro video games. How you doing? My name is Casey. Night Champion Vintage. Name of the show, name of the stream. Every Thursday at 10. We're doing them both. Yeah, say hello on the Gmail. Say hello on the Blue Sky. That's really it. Missed last week. First time since we've been doing this. Missed last week. Very sick. Not sick now. Not any, any more than usual. Hanging out, playing games. What else? What else has been going on? I did this week. I became the owner of a Longines Symphonette, not made by Longines. It's one of those things that Texas Instruments made, but it's called a Longines Symphonette. It's actually the name on it is the Symphonette Sleep Station. Found this in an antique store. And when we first found it, I wasn't exactly sure if it worked or not. But what it is, it's basically an alarm clock that sits by your bed. But it's about, like this, sits down. The base of it is a radio, AM/FM radio. And there's a little alarm clock built in on top. And then on the side, there's a lamp. But the lamp comes off the antenna and telescopes and all that. And then on the top of that, there's like a 360 lamp bulb. I love this thing. I love it. I saw it. I freaked out in the antique store. Just because I love old radios and old gadgets and gizmos and stuff. And my wife actually figured out that no, it probably did work, and then went back and got it and surprised me with my very own Symphonette sleep station. And then I started thinking about they might be giants, and the Longines Symphonette. And I think they're talking about the record label, but I don't care. It's still amazing. Hi. Play some retro video games if you want to. You want to? All right, let's do that. Toki this evening. Picking back up exactly where we left off. Still got a little bit of time this evening. So we're going to play some more Toki. When I say Toki, I'm giving myself visions of when Jerry Reed would call people Tucky. But it's Toki. And I said, Toki, why didn't you learn how to cook? After killing, chasing off, and several screaming Argonauts, my story's infinite, like fun is infinite. So, I don't care if we just got. I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because we made it further. We got further. We made the jump from the rope jump. Made it. Did it. Don't care for that little piece of business. Felt like things were going a lot more smoothly when I was talking about Jerry Reed. But I mean, I just generally feel that way in life too. And if you're not familiar with Jerry Reed, check him out. He's a guitar man. He was Snowman in the Smokey and the Bandit motion pictures. Also one of Chet Atkins' favorite guitar players. Atari Circus, right? That's it. I don't... Oh no, there's something in there. There's something in the mist. Ah. I'm just having fun doing this now. I mean, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going with Toki. Oh, man. Oh, man. I missed this last week. I mean, I missed just not feeling like death in general. But when I realized, like, I woke up and I was so sick last week. And, like, I'm not going to be able to stream. And I was so sad. And then I got back to feeling like trash. Toki, what are we gonna do with you? You tell I'm getting tired now. Because I'm just now getting punchy? Oh. I started watching the gauge. Shouldn't have done that. Well. And I just screwed myself out of it this time already. What that was, but I needed it. There we go. Clear that stage. I really like this game. I mean, I mean, aside from us sitting here playing it, whatever. I mean, it is a fun thing to play as far as video games are concerned. Enjoy it. Oh, I just thought of Lee Van Cleef threatening to burn Snake Plissken off the wall. "47 hours. Or it's bye-bye Toki and bye-bye Snake Plissken." And I know I just butchered that quote, but... Alright, I read this in an article years ago, and it was a really good point about Escape from New York, that Lee Van Cleef, who historically, if Lee Van Cleef is in a movie, he is the baddest dude in that movie. Just terrifying, terrifying man on screen. And in Escape from New York, Lee Van Cleef is Hawk. He's the guy that kind of gets Plissken out and tells him what's what and who's who. But before he lets Plissken come in the room, before he lets Tom Atkins bring him in the room, he loads a gun. He loads a gun, puts it in his desk drawer. Because not even Lee Van Cleef is going to go messing with Snake Plissken. Is it a little headcanon-y? Sure. Sure. Most fun things are. And please understand that at any given moment, I am willing to just flip this format entirely and just hang out once a week and watch a Tom Atkins movie. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Not the scrapping this, but the hanging out and watching Tom Atkins movies. Yeah, I love that guy. You just want to watch Night of the Creeps? Your dates are here. They're dead. Thrill me. Is it Detective Ray Cameron? Ah. I do love that movie. Classic Spanky. Oh! Couldn't get on top of him there. That's no good. So my day job is, like I keep saying, what I do for a living is kind of similar to what we do here on Thursday nights, but not. But I go in and do some administrative, like, office type work too. And at my desk every day, as we've established, I like to have things playing in the background. Last few months, I've been on the steady diet of the Rockford Files. Tom Atkins shows up on the Rockford Files quite a bit. Which, in case you're just joining us, my name is Casey. And I love Tom Atkins. Oh, if you know who Tom Atkins is, there's a really good possibility that you've seen a whole bunch of John Carpenter movies, which means you know Peter Jason, and I found out right before we went live, Peter Jason passed away, I think, earlier today. And Peter Jason is another one of those actors that, whether you realize it or not, you've probably seen a solid 20 Peter Jason movies and TV shows, whether you realize it or not. He's just been everywhere for a long time. I was looking in his filmography, and I think his first credit was Rio Bravo. I think that's right. Started doing Carpenter movies in '87, Prince of Darkness, part of that Carpenter Miracle run. And then I want to say was in everything Carpenter did up until, I don't think he was in The Ward. But yeah, sad. Peter Jason. Lost Buck Flowers about 20 years ago. It's always Keith David. Always James Hong. What are you talking about? That dude's still going. I wonder what Dennis Dunn's doing now. I know Victor Wong. I know what he's up to. Or what he's been up to. I wonder what Jameson Parker's mustache is up to right now. Oh, no telling. Or Parker Stevenson. Jameson Parker? Parker Stevenson? Those are both people, I know that. Yeah. Ah, Toki. Remember that for next time. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh. Boy, that just makes sense, doesn't it? That's alright. I do think we're going to call it here, though, because it's close enough, and I have enjoyed this game tremendously. I have enjoyed my time tremendously, and I'm trying to keep it that way. So, I think that's going to do it tonight. Hang on one second. I'm trying to do a couple different things at once here. Unsuccessfully. There we go. All right. Again, do excuse me. So that little bit, you know, that little thing that lives like in your chest for like another, 5 to 7 days when you've just gotten over some nastiness. Yeah, on camera too. All right, well, we'll do this again next Thursday at 10 Central. The plan is every Thursday at 10 Central, unless something happens, I'm gonna be here playing games. If there's something you're into, if there's something you want to see played here, reach out. Blue Sky, Gmail. What else? For the love of God, look out for each other. Just a little bit. It's probably not going to cost you anything. I think you'll be all right. Yeah, these episodes live on demand over on the YouTube page. I'm a little behind right now. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. By the time this one comes down, everything else should be up on YouTube. I think that's right. Anyway, my name is Casey, and yeah, I think that's everything. So please do join us next week for Night Champion Vintage, and bye.